Hello and welcome. I hate making YouTube videos, but today we'll be making a fun YouTube video about the crow, the memory span, or the magic number. However you want to refer to it, it all means the same thing. But you might be asking yourself, what is this test about? This test is essentially a way of seeing the limits of the human mind for recalling objects or things in our short-term memory. You might be asking yourself, well, why is it called the memory span, magic number, or crow? Well, the crow part refers to a test that was done on crows that they studied to see how many humans they could hold in their mind, being the smartest bird in the animal kingdom. But it really just refers to what you can hold in your short-term memory of your mind, that being objects, entities, whatnot. In order to give you a better understanding, though, of what it actually means, it is a built-in limit, the maximum number of individual items that a mind can hold in focus at any one time. Now, the person who discovered this was an individual named George Miller, who was a cognitive psychologist working at Harvard University. Fascinating. He discovered that there was a coincidence between the limits of one-dimensional absolute judgment and the limits of short-term memory, quoted from Wikipedia. He found also that a person could, quote, hold 5 or 6 different stimuli before seeing a decline in their memory. He also discovered that the memory span of a young adult was about 7 items, sorry, not times. But it's important to note that memory span is made up of chunks of information which hold all of the knowledge being referenced with similar characteristics. That magic number he discovered for young adults like myself, dashing, was 7 plus or minus 2, which really refers to the number of objects/things a person like me can hold up here in this noggin. In my short-term memory. Now, to conduct this test is my lovely assistant Carson, who will now be taking the seat. I will be standing behind, and he will be reading these numbers, one number at a time, on the screen. Unfortunately, you can't see it because there's personal information on my computer screen, so you get to look at us at the same time. So he's going to read out the numbers right now, one at a time, and then I will repeat back and see if I can get anything better than 7.
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
5, 24.
No. You go one line at a time. I forgot to explain that.
Oh, okay.
So the first line is obviously 5.
Okay.
You can't say.
So I just go number by number?
Yeah, you can't say a number conjoined. So it has to be each individual number.
Okay, so I'm just gonna run down it then.
Yep.
5, 2, 4, 4, 6.
Wait. No. So now I do the second line. So the second line is 2, 4. So 5, 2, 4. What's the third line?
4, 6, 5.
The third line is 4, 6, 5. Okay.
4, 5, 0, 2.
The fourth line is 4, 5, 0, 2.
6, 5, 0, 0, 4.
The fifth line is 6, 5, 0, 0, 4.
0, 6, 9, 4, 8, 2.
The seventh line is 0, 6, 9, 4, 8, 2.
4, 4, 9, 5, 9, 6, 0.
The eighth line is 4, 4, 5, 6, 9, 8, 0.
No.
Damn it, I got it wrong.
Is that the test?
That's the test.
Okay.
See,
well, 7.
I only got 7.
7 it is.
I'm average. Woo! That's right, baby.
Hey,
This
good
boy
job.
right here is average. Now, I would just like to say, I'm sure there's some smarter people out there. You easily could have me beat here. But I would also want to thank you for stopping by and seeing a idiot perform this test. As always, good luck. Have good days. And I will see you sometime in the future whenever I decide to post again. Goodbye. Yes, there are 2. There's one thing that I forgot to answer about the test, and that is most importantly how we can use this information, how we can increase our limit. And in order to do that, we need to overcome the issues of the crow test. So I got 7. Not great, not bad. In order to increase that amount, though, we can use concepts, which are taking a physical entity, a mental entity, as I explained earlier in the video, and turning it into an abstract idea. So, for instance, for my class, for the homework for this week, I created a hierarchy chart of film cameras, and the basis was 4 types of film cameras, or 8, and then it went into the different types of things they use, which is like 35 millimeter, 120 millimeter, and then it went into how they're like medium format cameras and smaller formats like 8 millimeter and stuff. And so those were abstractions that contained all the previously referenced information, which all had similar characteristics, which is a very important part of creating a concept. All the things, as you move up the conceptual hierarchy, need to relate to the previous stuff. It all needs to have the same characteristics, which are the defining things of the concept. And so at the top of this conceptual hierarchy was just film cameras. That would contain every kind of camera that my mind is able to reference at any one point. Not digital cameras, or sorry, digital cameras were also a part of that. So the actual top of it was cameras. So it was a comparison, a conceptual hierarchy of film versus digital. And as you went up, they became more and more abstract ideas, like DSLRs and so forth. In doing that, I'm able to reference digital film cameras, even different types of film used within them, how they display their images, what kind of camera it could be. Point and shoot's another example. But it's important to create a concept to allow yourself to overcome the limits of having only 7 things in your short-term memory. So doing that will allow you to increase your crow limit. And you should try to do this so that you can remember more things. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and thanks for stopping by. Thanks for listening to me too.